To my YouTube channel. In this video, I will be teaching you Python in less than 30 minutes. This video is not for beginners. If you are going for an interview, then you can just refer to this video. So first thing first, we have variables, just a placeholders. Now using a variable, I can just store this entire string in one word. Let's say I have just written S. So if I have to refer to this message, I can just go ahead and just use S. For example, if I am running it, I will be get the exact correct message. So next thing is print is a built-in function that is used to print a message. Whatever you will provide inside it, it will go ahead and print it. For example, hi there, this is so for example, we have string, we have integers to store the numbers, we have float to store the numbers with decimal values, for example currencies. Then we have booleans are true and false. Let's go and learn about the string, anything that is written inside a coding alphabets. Hi there, this is a string. Now how to check the data type of this thing? We can simply go ahead and use the type keyword. For example, like this, if I will just do str, actually str is a reserved keyword, so I will just remove str from this, and if I will put it inside a print, it will give me the data type of this variable also. So here you can see that this is a string class or string data type. Similarly, if I want to create a for integer, I can just go ahead and write any number. Let's say there is a variable with the name num equals to 1, or num2 equals to 100, or num3 equals to 1000. So if I will go and check the data type num1, okay, we have num, and type num2, and type num3. So you can say it will give me integer. Now till the time the numbers are in without any decimal, it's called integer, but the moment if I will add a decimal value, it will become a float. Now the bool. Next we have booleans. Booleans are nothing but true or false. Sorry. So let's say if I have a condition, I will just say is running equals to the person is running, that means it will show as true. Otherwise, if it is stopped, then we can show it as false. Next we have is comments. So there are two types of comments. One is a single line, which we can do by just adding a hash in front of that string. It works on single line only. But if we have multiple lines and we want to add a comment, there is a way we can just write it like this, and it all will go inside a comment. And here, and to close it, we can just rewrite the same thing. Control flow is nothing but if else condition. So if this happens, then we are going to do this, else we are going to do that. In case of multiple conditions, we use else if. For example, there is a variable with the name age having 20. Oops, sorry. Now if age is greater than equals to 18, print adult. Similarly, if we want to add one more letter, then we have to use elif. Instead of providing a number, he has provided some other data type. Let's say he has provided string, he has written 18 in a suppose he has used letters for that. So in that condition can be handled using else. We can put the last condition, and in the else part we can just say invalid input. Alright. Next we have loops. Loops are nothing but it will keep on running till the time the specific condition is served. So for example, we have a for loop. So for I in range 5, so it will keep on running for 5 times. So if I will just go ahead and print I I will be getting 0 1 2 3 4. So 0 1 2 3 4, it always runs. If you will provide 5, it will go to till 4 only. So yeah. Next is while loop. So another kind of loop is while loop. So let's say if I have written a program count equals to 0, I can just check while count smaller than 5, then just print the count, and count plus equals to 1. Run it. Okay, let's just comment this one. So single line comment using hash. So now you can see that. So count is starting from 0, and it will be it will keep on going till the time count is smaller than 5. So for in the first iteration, now we have a value count is equal to 0. It comes here, it prints the message as count. So currently the value is 0, so it will print, it is printing 0 here. Next, it in the next line, it will go ahead and increment the value of count by 1. Now from 0 it has become 1. It will come here, it will check the condition whether it is more than 5. It is true, then it will go to the 7th line, next line, that is, and there it will print again. So that's why we are getting 1 here, and so on. So in the end, when the program when this count has became 5, then it is coming here and the condition fails. That's why the program terminates here, and we are not getting any output after 4. Next, we are going to learn about functions. Functions are used to avoid the repetition of code. So the simplest syntax is, let's say I want to greet someone, I will just write name, I will accept. So first of all, we have to use def, which is short form of define, and then we have to provide a name, whatever name we can provide. And then next, if your program, if you want to accept a user input, then you can provide argument here. Next, whatever operation you want to perform, let's say I will be saying hello to anyone, to all the names that is being provided. For example, I'll go ahead and run it. So let's say print, it will be greet, and inside greet I will just go ahead and give a name as Arjun. Now let's run the program. You will see it will give hello Arjun. So that's how function works. Next is list and dictionaries. So this is an interesting topic. There is 2 things that you have to remember about, always remember about the list. First is it is starts with the square bracket. Second thing is it's mutable. Mutable means the values of inside the list can be changed during a runtime. Now lists are similar to tuples, but the difference is tuples starts with the round bracket and they are immutable. Immutable means the values cannot be changed during a runtime. So let's go ahead and see an example for a list. So let's say I have fruits equals to, I can just give apple, banana, cherry. Now if I will just go ahead and print here its fruits, so it will give me the list of all the fruits. If I want specific fruit, I can just type fruit at index 1. Oops, it's fruits. So now it will going to return me like 0. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So it is going to return me banana. So here we have banana. Now the thing that I was talking about, mutable and immutable. So I can just go ahead and change the fruit at index 1 to mango. Now if I will just go ahead and print it again, fruits. Now instead of banana I will be getting mango here. Okay, But same thing, if I will go ahead and try with tuple, it won't work. So let's print the fruits. Rest everything is same. So if I will print the fruits, it will print the fruits here. Next, if I will just go ahead and print a specific fruit on a particular index, it will go ahead and print that also here. But if I will go ahead and change the, if I will go ahead and try to change the fruit from banana to mango, mango, now this will give me an error. So I don't need to run it. Okay, let's go ahead and run it just to make it similar. Print fruits. Now here you can see tuples object does not support an item assignment. So that's where it fails. Our next data type is dictionary. Dictionary is the most useful, I would say, in the software industry. Dictionary is nothing but a key value pair, key and value pair. So let's suppose if you are filling a form, there is an option which says name. So you fill the name. So name is a key, and the information that you fill in is a value. So dictionary, I'm sorry, DICTIONARY. Dictionary. So dictionary is defined using a flower braces. So let's say there is a name person equals to, this is a form. Let's say I'm creating form. So let's give it common, and then I can just define another key. Let's say age 25. Now if I will just go ahead and print the person, it will give me the entire details of a person. Oops, we had error here. We will remove this. In fact, all this is not required anymore. So we are getting all the information. In case I want just the name, so if I will just provide a key here, name, then it will be giving me the value. So here, Aman, if I will just similarly give age, it will give me age 25. Next, we are going to work with the file operations. So file operations, like I won't be able to do it on the online editor because we don't have a file, but I will show you how it is done. So you just need to simply write with open, and then you have to provide a file name, whatever file name you want the file. Now you have to provide a file name. So you can provide any file name that you want to be created on the system. So let's say it will be output file, output.txt I want to write. So now the next option that we have to give is whether we want to read the file or we want to write the file. Since if file is available already, you can just open it using R, that is for read, or if file is not there, then you can just use W to create it, and then you can just wrap the entire text into one variable with the name f. Now if I will just do f dot write and just say now if I will just run the program in your local ID, it will be creating a file. The file will be created here. Here we cannot see because we don't have a permission to on this editor, but that's fine, you can try it on your system. Similarly, if you want to read a file, you just have to write the same thing, but it's important that the file is already present there, then only you will be able to read. So you have to just change from W to R, and in the next line, since you are reading it, you don't have to use f dot write. We are not writing, we are reading. So we have to write f dot read, and then this you can just store it in a variable content, and if you will go ahead and print the content, it will display the content information. Whatever the information would be there, it will be displaying that. Next we are going to learn is exception handling. Now let's suppose if something went wrong, how your program should not throw an error. For example, here since we have not handled it, that's why it is giving error. If we would have handled it using exception handling, then it would have given us the error that we have provided it. So in that case our program doesn't crash us. So for example, let's try to do that here only. If I will just, for that we will be just writing try and start this. Since it's becoming a part of it, so we will just add an indentation to this. So what we are trying to do here is we will try to read this file, and in case if doesn't happen, like let's suppose file is not there or this permission error is there, any error is coming, then we will be doing what? Exception as EP. So here you can see that first of all program tries to run execute this part, but since it fails, so it came back to this part. So here you can see we are still we are getting error message, but that's very that's what we have defined it. It's not the program is crashing. So we can just improve the quality of the error message also. Let's say we can just do program drop an exception. So that like that we can just customize the message as well. So it will say program dropped at in exception like that. Next we have is classes. So the purpose of writing a function was to avoid the repetition. But let's suppose if you have multiple files, you want to avoid this situation of repetition in multiple files, then how will you do that? Because function is limited to that file only. Here is where the class comes into the picture. So what happens in the class can be used in multiple. All you have to do is use import. So for example, so math has multiple modules. So for example, if I will just go ahead and do print math.sqrt 16, so it will give me the square root for 16, that is 4. So this, I have not written this math class, someone has written it, but I am using it because just by importing it. Similarly, doing this thing is possible only using classes. So that's what we are going to learn now. So just to create a class, you have to write class, and then you have to provide a name. So name should be, first letter should be capital. So let's say I am writing a person, and then we have to create a constructor. It's not important that in every program you have to create a constructor, but constructor mostly we use it. Def init. Here's the self keyword that we have to provide all the time, and then self dot name equals to name. Now let's write another. Now we have to see this is done. Now we have to write a method inside it, like what this class will be doing it. So for example, right now what I did there is math.sqrt. So sqrt was a method inside it. So that's what we are going to create here. So let's create a simple method that is greet, and we'll just write self, just print hello to any user whose name has been passed as a parameter. So just a self.name. Let's capitalize the first letter of hello. Now how to use this class? We have to instantiate the class before we can use it. So p equals to person. Let's give the name of a person. Let's say Aman, and then p dot. Now okay, we have to give it small. P dot. Now the way I did for sqrt, here I have created a method greet. So I will just do greet. Now what will happen if I will just go ahead and run it? It will go ahead and print Aman. Now if I will just Similarly, we can do for others. So this was all in this video. We have learned from basics to the class. That is a pretty much advanced topic. So I hope you like this video. If you like it, please do subscribe it, and also extend your support by sharing the videos with your friends and family. Thank you for watching my video. Have a good day. Bye. To my YouTube channel. In this video, I will be teaching you Python in less than 30 minutes.